Hello everyone, it's David and Daisy out on this December 28th, 2022. It's almost the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Daisy and I, we have hiked miles and miles out in the rugged Colorado wilderness to try out the hot tent. And we have decided on this spot. It's got a good view of the mountains in the background. Oh wow, look at that. We've got these nice trees here, this little rock outcropping, some snow on the ground. Okay, Daisy, you want me to tell them myself? All right, we have not hiked anywhere. We drove in here. We're gonna set this tent up right there where I was standing by them rocks. We've got the cool camp with us just in case that the hot tent don't work out. We spending the night one way or another. You having fun already, ain't you, Daisy? Me too. All right, so I got the Outbreak 450 XD popped up. It only takes like a minute to do that. And over here by the cool camp are the stakes. Now let me show you. Woo, these are some serious stakes. Now these are threaded. They're intended to be driven into the ice. I'm going to attempt to drive it into this hard Colorado ground, but I brought something with me that's going to make it a little easier. I brought my old my Ryobi electric drill, and I got this Eskimo tool in there for driving these spikes. Let's give it a try. All right, Daisy, so you put the stake in there like so. Very easy. All right, now let me switch hands because I'm severely right-handed. All right, here we go. Easy peasy. Thanks, Ryobi. Okay, Daisy, as long as I have the Ryobi out, I brought my drill bits with me. I'm gonna drill some holes in this top, this vent top that goes on the stove pipe. The idea, what I do with them, is I'm gonna drill a hole through here on all four of them, and then I'm gonna put these carabiners in there, tie it off with some paracord to these trees to support the stove pipe. I don't know if you can make that out, but the wind is blowing already. It's supposed to snow tonight. We got to get busy. But since the Eskimo has no floor, because you're supposed to ice fish through the floor, I bought this tarp, cheap little tarp at Harbor Freight, and these moving mats. I got another one to put out. But you know what? I'm just gonna make my own floor. All right. Now I got my moving, they're actually called moving blankets. I got them put down. You know, I don't really know that I need a floor, but you know, I kind of plan on heating it up in here and walking around barefooted. Now I got something clean to walk on instead of being in the rocks. So now it's time to set up the stove. And I want you to get a load of this. This is the first time I've done this. One section of pipe and the elbow is looking like right out the window. Oh, this is gonna be good. All right, so with hopes not to melt anything in the tent, I have these welding blankets that's supposed to be heat resistant. And I also, I didn't do a real good job. I also traced the window that was in here and sewed some Velcro onto it so that I can put this up and run the stovepipe out. As you can see, there's no hole yet, but I'm about to remedy that. I stopped and bought a pair of scissors because I forgot to bring some from home. As soon as I figure out exactly where this hole needs to be, it looks like down here more instead of the middle. Maybe I could set the stove up on a block of wood or two and raise it up a little bit and get it more out the middle. Okay, Daisy, I want you to take a look. I set it up on a couple of blocks of wood. The back one is thicker than the front one, so the stove kind of angles up, but I've always kind of heard or seen in somebody else's YouTube video that you want the back of it kind of more at an angle anyway. Kind of ensures that the smoke rises. So I think that's going to work, and I want you to take a look now. Oh man, that thing's right there in the smack middle of the window. All right, come on, scissors. Oh, these scissors are made by McCormick, the people that make seasonings. I like their seasonings. I'm about to find out if I like their scissors. You know, of all things to have in your car, I just happen to have a Sharpie. So I'm about to outline this pipe and get to working with these scissors. Boy, I hope that's in the middle. All right, those scissors work great. I cut the hole just a little bit bigger than what it needs to be. I mean, I don't think I really want this touching the pipe. And somebody else mentioned, and I anticipate this is going to happen to me. This material just shreds to pieces. So now that I've cut the middle of it out, I think it won't be long before I just have a bunch of strings hanging there. I don't know, maybe once this thing gets hot, maybe it'll kind of seal it up. I don't know. Let's go look at the outside. Okay, this thing is solid as it can be. I got one I threw over this limb in the tree, so that's suspending it up. I got another one going to the left, another one going to the right. Here's my fourth hole. I guess I could stake it down at the bottom, but I don't know, that's pretty sturdy. It don't feel like it's going anywhere to me. All right, the moment I've been waiting for. It's time to throw some wood in here and see what happens. Okay, so it has begun. The old tumbleweed's doing its job. Oh man. I brought in just a little bit of wood. I have more outside in the car. My damper is still on order. Home Depot hadn't sent it to me yet. So I don't expect that this wood is going to last very long because it's going to go quick. I just wanted to get an initial thing going, see what happens, and we may just hold off later tonight about building a bigger fire. All right, so I got the door open just to let it get a good bit of air, build up some heat. Let's walk around to the outside and see what's happening. Oh man, look at that smoke coming out of here. You know, I just gotta hope that my carabiners don't get so hot that it melts the paracord. I guess we'll find out if that's gonna happen or not. And yeah, I got it pulled up against the cotton picking thing now. Oh well, it's either gonna burn or not. Oh yeah, we're getting some heat built up now. I haven't really noticed it too much inside the tent yet. And I have no idea what the temperature is. Maybe I'll go look at the car and see what it says. But I have no doubt that this thing is going to get hot. What you doing, Daisy? You ran off with a piece of my firewood. Hey! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good. So I went inside and moved the fire blanket a little bit to kind of get it off of it somewhat. Oh, look, if you, I don't know if you can make that out. No, I'm gonna say you can see a reflection in there. It looks like a fire. Okay, so I've closed the door, but you can see the fire still going. And whew, let me tell you, I've been setting up. I got my cot over here, And in my sleeping bag, I brought in the jackery, and I've already strung up the camp light, so when it gets dark tonight, we can turn the light on. We got more electricity than Rhode Island. I got the Alpi cooler. I like these little pockets Kevin told me about. Look, there's my corned beef hash for in the morning, baked beans for tonight. I got some hamburger meat. Me and Daisy gonna eat us some hamburgers and baked beans. Then we're gonna have our eggs and corned beef hash in the morning. There's her bed. I just kind of got it tucked underneath the camping kitchen right now, just to kind of get it out of the way. Look at my floor. Oh man. But that's all right. It beats walking in the dirt. Now I just walk on the dirt. But I have been going in and out, setting everything up. And let me tell you, it is noticeably warmer in here than it is outside. And I've had the door wide open this whole time. Man, oh man, this thing is working. Ooh, ooh. Old Camp Hayden just took a turn. Wow. We have the best of both worlds now, Daisy. We have the cool camp and the hot tent. We just go camping year round now. It is so warm in here. Oh man. I wished I had a thought to bring a thermometer with me. What was I thinking? I can't tell you what the temperature is inside because I didn't bring a thermometer. But it is nice and toasty. In fact, I'm still wearing my hoodie. I think I'm about to have to pull this off. And the door is still wide open. But as soon as you walk outside, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's nice and cool out here. It's supposed to get downright cold. They said there's an 80% chance of snow. I ain't seen one flake yet, but that's all right. If we get some, we do. If we don't, we don't. That's the way it goes. Ain't gonna bother you one way or another, is it, Daisy? Alright, it is nice and toasty in here, and that's still just the first 2 sticks of wood I put in there. I ain't added no more to it. Whew. Remember I was talking about might have to pull my hoodie off? There it is. And there's my t-shirt. Had to pull it off too. Whew, it's warm in here, Daisy. You know, speaking of warm, let me walk around here. Woo, it's cold out here with no shirt on. Let's see how hot these carabiners are getting. Not too bad. I don't know what kind of metal that is. Maybe they don't conduct heat very well. Of course, it's a little cool out here. I think I'm going to be all right. All right, I went ahead and threw another stick in there, just to, I don't know, just for the fun of it. It sure didn't really need it though. You know, this is my very, very first time trying this hot tent action, and I've been kind of hanging around the tent because yeah, I'm kind of scared it might catch on fire. But I don't know, the fire blanket seems to be working real well. I got one behind the thing, protecting the tent walls. I got one on the bottom protecting my moving blankets. And it's been going for a little while now, so far so good. Nothing's nothing's burned down. That dog is so silly. All right, well, I feel pretty comfortable that the tent's not going to burn down. So I think we're just going to go for a little walk. But I just happened to look out here and hold on just a minute. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, I don't know what time that snowstorm's supposed to hit, but that might be it. It ain't that it ain't that gray in the other direction. So this snow on the ground is from that Arctic blast that came through a couple of days ago. Woo-wee, it got cold, let me tell you. It got cold. And Daisy and I just decided to, now that I'm sure the tent ain't gonna burn down, decided to go for a little walk and just look around. But I tell you what, I kind of peeked back and I see the most beautiful sight. I want you to take a look at that. The Bomb Diggity Subaru, the cool camp, the new hot tent. Oh man, life is good. So I don't know if I've mentioned, we are up at Pingree Park in part of the Roosevelt National Forest. So there's a lot of camping here. Here's a sign of somebody's fire ring. There's another one there. Oh, Daisy, you off out exploring, checking everything out? We have a fire ring at our campsite, so there's a lot of camping that goes on here in the summertime. But you know what? On December 28th, we got the whole place all to ourselves. There ain't nobody out here but me and Daisy. I think I might be liking this wintertime camping, Daisy. Okay, Daisy, I need a backdrop. Is that good? It has started snowing. And I just went and got you some water out of the car. But it's not water, it's ice. So with any luck, whew, it'll thaw out here pretty soon, because I tell you, it's hot up in here now. Can you see that? It is lightly snowing. Oh wow, the sky has turned just completely gray. This hot tent is rocking. Wow, this is working out so great. I was just looking over here past these rocks at the top of this mountain, and I don't know, it almost seems foggy. You can't hardly see the thing. But maybe that's because it started snowing. Anyhow, this is what I was hoping for. Who in their right mind comes camping with an 80% chance of snow forecast? Me and Daisy does. Ain't that right, Daisy? You tell them that's how we roll. Hey, Daisy. Woo! This is just mere minutes. I mean, minutes after that last shot. And the snow has started coming down a little heavier now. In fact, I'm noticing it's building up around the tent. Oh, Daisy, this is good. I'm enjoying this. Daisy! Yeah, I left you a little doggy door, didn't I? It's getting dark in here. But listen, can you hear it? You can hear the snow falling on the tent. You about to get in your bed? You know what? I'm gonna have to turn the light on. We can't see no more. It is 4 o'clock or thereabouts. It's about to get dark. I hate this time of the year. Oh yeah, it's coming down now, ain't it, Daisy? Oh, look at the Camp Hayden sign. Getting some snowflakes mounted on top of it. Oh, that stuff ain't sticking to the top. It's turning, you know why? Because it's hot up there. It is turning the raindrops. Oh yeah, we getting us some snow now, Daisy. This is good. And you know, I had this idea. Boy, am I glad I thought of it. We've been trying to wait for your water to thaw out. Oh, I had to turn on the camp light. So I don't know if you can make that out. I sat Daisy's water over there by the stove trying to thaw it out. But I got to thinking, I'm gonna want some coffee in the morning. So I went and got a couple more and throwed in this the little side pocket. Oh yeah. So I got the salt and pepper ready. Well, the bread and the mustard and everything's still in the car. I gotta go get it, but we gonna fire up the old chimney here in a little bit and grill us a burger. But like I said, it's only 4 o'clock, 4:05 in fact. It's a little too early to eat. So I'm back up here at this little outcropping right behind the Eskimo, and I was noticing this tree. You're getting some snowflakes in it. Oh yeah, that's nice. There's some more down there. Well, they're all over the place. But just in case you're wondering, I had mentioned that, yeah, I knew there was an 80% chance of snow for tonight. You might think, Dave, you must be out of your mind. Well, I also read that they anticipate it's only going to be about a 1-inch accumulation. So it's not like we're going to get snowed in and be stuck out here forever. Of course, right now, that wouldn't bother me. I'm good. You hear that stove popping, Daisy? Yeah, Daisy don't know too much about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do about all that situation. She's curled up in her bed, kind of act like she wanted to take a little nap or something. But that wood stove, the wood inside on fire was popping, making noises, and it's scaring her. She don't like that. I don't know what to tell you, Daisy. You might have to just put some earplugs in when you go to bed tonight, cause it's probably gonna be doing that all night long. That is a beautiful sight and sound. Okay, so I'm just sitting inside the tent, chilling, relaxing. Daisy keeps coming in and out of her little doggy door I got left open for her. But man, it's nice and toasty in here. This whole time I noticed I've been saying there's an 80% chance of snow. Well, I just looked at the screenshot I took. It's only a 70% chance. But it does say the low tonight is 15 degrees. So it's only expected to be about 15 degrees outside. And if you notice, my window here, it's got an opening. I'm sure there's a lot of heat escaping out of there. But you know what? That's quite all right. Because if it was all trapped in here, it might be too hot. That thing is doing the job. So me and Daisy all snug as a bug in the rug up in the tent. Look at that crazy dog. She loves to play in the snow. Anyhow, so we all laid up in the tent and we heard some kind of noise, I don't know, a crashing sound back behind us. So, being curious, we both had to come out here and see what it is. And we don't see nothing. No movement. No anything. So, I don't know. Daisy, it was probably just a tree falling over. But you know what? Look at this ground. Let me zoom out a little bit. The ground is completely covered in snow now. It wasn't like that when we first got here. Oh, look at the light on inside the Eskimo. Yeah. The ground is completely covered. The car is, the windows are all covered up. The cool camp got some snow on top of it. I'm about to go back inside, Daisy. It's cold out here. So it's about 7 o'clock now. and we're doing great. Oh man, we're doing great. I still got Daisy's water thawing out over there. I put some in a bowl. She won't drink it. Daisy, what's wrong with you? All right, but anyhow, so I had this little mishap, so I learned a valuable lesson from it. The standard length of wood, I was trying to stick another log in the fire, but there's a lot of coals built up in there, and I couldn't get it to go all the way in. So I decided I'm gonna have to get my play with it stick here and move some of the coals around so I could put this another piece of firewood in there. And and what I wound up doing was pulling that log out. Well, when I did, I don't know how well this is gonna show up, but there was a large lump of red lava hot coal come rolling out that stuck to it and burned my carpet, and then came over here and burned my carpet over here, and of course I'm sitting, I'm just sitting directly in front of it, and it's rolling in between my legs. Oh my God! That's all I'm gonna say about that. But somehow or another, I managed to find, just by another campsite, these small pieces of wood. I don't know. I don't know who did this, why they would cut them up so small. They're only like 6 to 8 inches long instead of a standard 16-inch cut or whatever. But after my little burnt carpet episode, I decided, oh man, I don't know if I need to be using this long wood anymore. You could tell when the fire is kind of dying down and there's nothing left but coals. You could feel the temperature kind of falling a little bit. So I wanted to stoke the fire, so to speak, and put another log on the fire. And as I say, that did not work out real well. I almost caught myself on fire. But then I got to thinking about these little hunk of woods in the car, and I went and got them, and I threw some of them in there, and that worked out real good. So then I got to thinking, well, here's my Ryobi drill. You've already seen that in action, but I also brought my chainsaw. So since these little pieces of wood are working so well for me, I'm kind of thinking about firing up this chainsaw, which don't require firing up because it's battery operated, and cutting them bad boys up into smaller pieces that I can throw in the stove. Plus, a benefit of bringing both of them inside is I don't think you're supposed to let these batteries freeze. And it is supposed to get below freezing tonight. But right now, we doing good. Oh, Daisy. Look at Daisy in her bed. I think she's snoring. She's good. Since this is my first go-round at this, I'm learning a lot. And I just learned something else. First of all, those little pieces, they don't last very long. So maybe that's not such a good idea after all. So I grabbed another long piece, but I got my play with it stick here. This is what I call it, play with it stick. You play with the fire. And I moved all of the coals over to the left side because the stovepipe kind of sticks down inside there. I think that other piece that I was trying to put in there, I just touched the stove. That thing's hot. Anyhow, I was trying to, the first time I did it, I'd moved them all over this way, and I was trying to put a piece in there. And the stovepipe sticking down, it was getting hung up on it. So now, I take my play with it stick, and I moved them over to the other side, and I just shoved a whole big old log up in there. And it went perfectly. So now I know shove all the coals toward the pipe. Daisy, why didn't you tell me that to begin with? Hey, I'm about to go fire up these charcoals. You ready for a burger? Daisy. All right, I put the light on. Ooh, I put the light on high. We inside the Eskimo. It's nice and toasty up in here. And check out that tumbleweed, getting them charcoals ready. We about to grill us a burger. This gonna be good. Daisy, that tumbleweed is doing its job. It's getting them charcoals ready. But I can't believe it. I can't find my grill. The part that goes on top to grill the burgers. Thank God we brought the cool camp with us. We got this frying pan. I ain't got no grease, but it looks like this one might have a little bit left over in it. We just gonna throw these burgers up in here and see what happens. Oh man. Okay, Daisy, well, that ain't gonna work for us, but this might. That pan look like it needs cleaning. You hear that sizzle? I'm gonna cook yours dry. Look at all this snow you done drug in here. Woo! And you know, that's what you get for being a dog. I'm gonna cook yours as best I can, like this, and then whatever grease it makes, then I'll cook mine. Is that being selfish or what? No, that's being smart. Daisy, I want you to look at that. You know, this was not something that I actually planned on doing. It just kind of happened because I don't have the grill for the chimney. You smelling this though? This burger is smelling good. I can't wait to cook mine. Ooh, Daisy, look at that. I got the mustard, the barbecue sauce, the salt and peppers on the burger. Woo, I've already dipped into my baked beans. And I think my burger is ready. You done ate yours. Why are you looking at mine? Oh, I got the bread over here. I'm ready to go. Let me move my hand out of the way. We gotta try this out. You know what? This worked out real good. Daisy, that's the first bite of that burger. Oh man, it's so good. Let me reach over here and get my baked bean. Wait a minute. What is this hanging out of your mouth? Lick your lips, Daisy. Lick your lips. Why are you drooling over my burger? You done had yours. Let me get my baked beans, and then I'm getting back to my burger. You stingy. Daisy, lick your lips. Lick your lips. There you go. You're drooling over my burger. You still got slobber hanging out your mouth. Lick your lips. There you go. All right, you know what? I'm not going to be able to eat this whole thing. I'm going to go ahead on and give you half of mine. And a scoop of beans. There you go. Bon appetit. Okay, Daisy. We've had supper now. I guess that's about it. I'm going to throw another log on the fire. And then we go into bed. You ready? You still eyeballing the rest of my burger, ain't you? I'm going to snack on that. But in the meantime, we going to bed. See you in the morning. For some reason, Daisy is not enjoying this tent. She is not liking this at all. So I went outside to see what her problem was. I thought maybe the stovepipe was coming undone or something. Oh my God. And then I shook it and it fell through the window. Oh Lord, I had to quickly peel off my hole. Now I got flames shooting out the top. I opened up the window as much as I could. I just threw another log in there. This thing is on fire. Woo! Okay. Woo! Let me come out here and get some fresh air, Daisy. How come you're not liking this tent? It was working great. You just don't like that popping stove, do you? Now I don't like the stove without a pipe on it. Daisy, I don't know why you don't like this wood stove. This thing is keeping us so nice and toasty. Oh. All right, I finally got the pipe back on. I had to use my mess with it stick and beat it back in there and at least get the smoke going back outside. Oh, jeez. But there ain't, and it's only got the one section of pipe sticking out the elbow now. I had to take the other one off. It was too heavy. I couldn't get the other one back on. It was too hot. Whew. Days. What is it with you? And there she goes again. She keeps slipping out the door. She will not stay in here. She don't like this. I think it's oh yeah, there's my other piece of stovepipe that I had to bring in. She does not like that popping noise that the wood makes. She won't go to sleep. She won't sleep. She won't sleep in her bed. I've had her over here in the cot with me. She won't sleep with me. She just keeps crawling out the door. She don't like it in here. This hot tent thing is not working for Daisy. It's working great for me though. I want you to look at this mess in here now. Hey, I found my barbecue grill though. So I had to go clean out the cool camp, fire up the generator. Daisy will not sleep in here. She just ain't acting right at all. She does not like this tent. Now I've destroyed the stovepipe. Well, I got it hanging back out the window. Whew. It's warm in here. So I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on, just listen for just a minute. The generator is running. I got the electric space heater in the cool camp turned on, trying to warm it up. Whoo! I guess we're gonna go sleep in the cool camp. Look at Daisy with her head sticking out the door. She does not like it up in here. Maybe she knows something I don't. Okay, very, very low light. That's Daisy. We are inside the cool camp. We got the space heater running. I gotta sit on 76. It's cold out there. Woo! But you know what? She seems to be comfortable now. She likes the cool camp. Daisy, what are you doing in that tent? Are you kidding me? You wouldn't stay in that thing last night. Now you're gonna go get in it? It does block the wind, don't it? All right. So the only heat source we have right now is the bonfire. Oh man, I got a good one going on. The packing has begun. I've got most everything cleared out of the tent except for my moving blankets. It's time to take this thing down, pack it up, and go to the house. We had a very good night in the cool camp. Daisy's real comfortable in that thing. Had the generator going, the space heater running, and she curled up next to me on that little twin size mattress and went straight to sleep. So that was a success. I'm happy with everything overall. I gotta find a little bit better way of securing my stovepipe. I can see that. I still don't really know what happened last night, but we didn't burn the tent down. We didn't suffocate or anything, so it's all good. All right, Daisy, everything was put away. You can definitely tell where we were. Oh man, what a beautiful morning. Look at those skies. Yeah, this is nice. All right, I still got to figure out a way to put the bonfire out because all of my water froze again overnight. But the cool camp is packed up. The Subaru's loaded up. As soon as I dump this over, probably in that fire pit, we'll be on our way. What a good trip. How you like that snow, Daisy? Is this the first time you've ever been in snow? You seem to kind of enjoy it. Did you find you a stick to play with, Daisy? You look like you're smoking a cigar. You are having a blast with this, ain't you, Daisy? We just have a good time no matter what the circumstances. Well, I'm not real sure if that was $150 worth of fun, but that's what it cost to get out of that snow. In the meantime, Daisy managed to wear herself out, and she's taking a nap. And we are on our way back to the house.